Welcome to this lesson on type accelerators in PowerShell. Type accelerators are shorthand notations for .NET types that make your code cleaner and easier to write. Instead of typing out long, complex type names, you can use simple shortcuts that PowerShell recognizes. This is part of our PowerShell Advanced series, where we explore features that help you write more professional and efficient scripts. Type accelerators are built-in shortcuts for common .NET type names in PowerShell. They provide a concise syntax for typecasting and type operations. Think of them as aliases or nicknames for the full type names that can be quite lengthy. When you use a type accelerator, PowerShell automatically translates it to the corresponding full .NET type name behind the scenes. This makes your code more readable and faster to write, especially when you're working with types frequently. Let's look at a concrete example of the difference type accelerators make. Without a type accelerator, if you want to declare an integer variable, you would write square bracket system dot int 32 close bracket $ number equals 42. That's quite verbose. With a type accelerator, you simply write square bracket int close bracket $ number equals 42. Both accomplish exactly the same thing, but the second version is much more concise and easier to read. PowerShell translates that short int keyword into the full system .int32 type automatically. Let's explore the most commonly used type accelerators for numeric data. First, we have int, which is short for system.int32. This represents a 32-bit integer that can hold whole numbers from -2 billion to +2 billion. Next is long, which stands for system.int64, a 64-bit integer for much larger whole numbers. Then there's double, short for system.double, which handles floating point numbers with decimal places. Finally, decimal, which maps to system.decimal, is used for precise decimal calculations, especially important in financial applications where accuracy matters. Now let's look at type accelerators for text and Boolean data. The string accelerator represents system.string and is used for text data of any length. Char, short for system.char, represents a single character. Bool stands for system.boolean and holds true or false values, perfect for logical conditions. Finally, regex is particularly interesting. It's shorthand for system.text.regularExpressions.regex. Without the accelerator, you'd have to type out that entire namespace path every time you wanted to work with regular expressions. The accelerator makes it much more manageable. PowerShell provides several type accelerators for working with collections of data. Array represents system.array and is used for fixed-size collections of items. Hashtable, which stands for system.collections.hashtable, creates key-value pair collections, similar to dictionaries in other languages. The pscustomobject accelerator, short for system.management.automation.pscustomobject, is extremely useful for creating custom objects with properties on the fly. Lastly, XML maps to system.xml.xml document, making it easy to work with XML data without typing the full namespace. There are several other type accelerators that come in handy for specific scenarios. Datetime, representing system.datetime, is essential for working with dates and times. GUID stands for system.GUID and generates or works with globally unique identifiers, which are useful for creating unique database keys or identifiers. Version maps to system.version and is used for handling version numbers with major, minor, build, and revision components. Finally, IP address, short for system.net.ip address, makes it easy to work with IP addresses in networking scripts without typing out the full namespace path. Let's see type accelerators in action with a practical example. First, we cast a string date to a datetime object using square bracket datetime close bracket. This automatically converts the text into a proper date object that we can manipulate. Next, we calculate an age by subtracting 1990 from the year property of our date, storing it as an integer using square bracket int close bracket. Finally, we generate a new globally unique identifier using square bracket GUID close bracket : new GUID open and close parentheses. Notice how clean and readable this code is compared to what it would look like using the full .NET type names. This is the power of type accelerators in making your PowerShell scripts more maintainable and professional.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.